I am back for a second video in the same month. Can you even believe it? Update, no goats yet. Sorry, Andrea. I promise I will post them on Instagram as soon as they're born. It's become Andrea and I's farm, by the way. I think she's probably as excited as I am. But I love that you guys are interested in, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because you're missing out on all my adorable baby pictures. So I have sold a couple Nubians this week, sold 2 does. I have a buck going to a dairy this weekend, and so that'll get our numbers kind of down. You can't keep them all. They're going to really nice homes, or the 2 went to really nice homes. They went to a farm in Wisconsin. They are going to be shown in 4-H by the couple's kids. I have a cat messing with one of the dogs outside the door. And I have like just a few minutes because I have to pick up Josh from the activity bus soon, and Madeline's at driver's side. I'm alone in the house except for the 4,000 animals. We actually have 3 dogs and 2 cats in the house, so technically I guess I'm not alone, but Dookie, he's covered in mud. It's so muddy out here, it's terrible. Come here. Oh, is he getting so big? Are you mama's boy? Yes, are you mama's boy? Oh, he's like covered in dirt, and he's had a bath pretty much every day for a week. Haven't you? Yes. Oh, you good boy. Lucy is up here too because she did not want to stay downstairs by herself. So hopefully they won't stop wrestling, because this is my 14-year-old dog. Let's see if I can. Ugh, sorry, my stand is on a magnet. I'm going to unplug my phone. Goosey! There she is, old girl. Are you naughty girl? Goosey goo. She looks like she's sweet and innocent, but she ain't. She is trouble. She counter-surfs. She goes through the garbage. She's naughty. And there is constant wrestling among the 2. So I'm just trying to figure out what that is flashing on my phone there. I think it was a tail swirling. Okay, anyways, down to it. So I will do my stitching updates first, and I actually have more knitting and yarn projects than anything. I will give my whip update. So I actually have not really been working on this because I actually put it away for like a week, but it stitches up super fast. So this is my Arsenic and Old Lace. I'm actually almost done with it. I'm sure I'll finish it up tonight. There's just, well, you can see what I have left to do because it's right here in this pattern. So it's just the shelf and the hat, and then back stitching. And I know I said I wasn't going to do the white in here, but I am. It was a lot easier to keep my stitch count. And what it is, I watched the movie over the weekend, and I actually just think it was, it's like the blocks in the wall, like the mortar between the blocks. So I love this. I just think this is so freaking cute. Yeah, and it was really nice, you know, big blocks of colors, so it was easy to pick up no matter what I'm doing, and whip it out. I love the fabric. The fabric turned out really nice. It is a 32 count picture, this plus shale. I did 2/2, and I still like, see how close I could get. These really dark colors, I mean, it'll be fine because when it's actually when it's stretched, you can see a lot of color. But when it's not, like when I pull it, you know, stretch my frames and have it really taut, it bugs me how much I can see through it. But then when you let it loose, it's not, and it'll be fine. So yeah, this has been really fun. I am frantically trying to get everything started because April 1st, Natasha, which is Stitcherella, and she's got some numbers behind it, and I don't remember. I'll try and put a link to her page. She's, and I don't remember which, I'm sorry. I think it was on Stitch Mania. No, there was a group. I will link it below. And we are doing April 1st. We collectively agreed that was a good date to start a new coffee. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what is going on. It's the coffee from, all I can think about is Bygone Stitches. That's not it. Jiminy Christmas. The link will be below. It's ridiculously adorable. And the one I have stuck in my head right now. So I believe it's going to be a 9-part series, and number 2 is being released at Nashville, and that's the one we're all going to start. So we're doing it April 1st, so everybody has time to get their fabric and supplies. So if you're interested in doing that, I'll provide the link below. You can join that group. I'm actually going to stitch 1 first because my OCD will not allow me to do 2 before 1. And I was going to, so Stitchville has a sale twice a year. One is the Nashville releases, the other is that Super Bowl Sunday I told you I'd never go to again. Joan assures me that the Nashville release is not as bad, and I was going to meet her up there, but sorry Joan, I'm not going to be able to. I was going to take the day off work actually. I was going to take Thursday and Friday off, and my request was denied because there's already 2 people off. So I did get all my PTO for the summer in though, and I got that approved. So that's really important because that's my kids' 4-H stuff. So I won't be able to go. Well, I will be going. I'll just be going in the evening after work instead of with Joan. So, which I'm sad about. Is that better? I feel like that's a little bit better. Okay, sorry. So I'm turn on the light. Sorry. I put my hair in a towel and it's too far gone to do anything with today. So I've got this weird thing going on. And I know it's obnoxiously long. I need to cut it. Okay, so I had a surprise that I forgot to mention in my last update. So I think I've mentioned before that my husband like never buys me anything, and I'm always bugging him to buy me stuff and like just get me a little pattern. It's so sweet. And actually over the summer he brought me one home, which I thought was ridiculously sweet of him. And so for Valentine's Day, I had mentioned that I wanted this, and I said I put it on my wish list, and then I was like, oh, never mind, because it wasn't available on 123 Stitch, and that's just the easiest thing for him to order if he wanted to order something for me. So this is a Brenda Gervais. It's the wordplay. I saw Sylvia stitch this. Oh my gosh, what doesn't Sylvia stitch? She's got like, I'm gonna send all my stuff for her to finish. Between her and Joan, I'm gonna make them finish. Her stuff is beautiful, and she did this. I think I remember her. I don't remember if it was this one or I think she may have done the December one too. And she said that she does not carry her stitches because she is I thought I was a perfectionist. Sylvia is a perfectionist. So she actually I would carry from letter to letter, but Sylvia, she don't. She stops and does every letter. This color is so terrible. Like the picture, even when I got it, I thought, oh, this is so dark. Yeah, so it's super cute. And he got it because it was our anniversary. It's a little bit better. I just think this is adorable. So I don't know. I probably won't start that until next year now. So I have a bunch of spring stuff that I wanted to start, and one of them is that a Thy Needle and Thread too? I think it might be. It says Nest and it's got a robin in it, and I have all the floss and everything for it, but I don't know. I really feel like I need to get back to my Year of Whip stuff because I haven't touched any of that since probably like November, because I finished half of it like right away. And so I'm slacking now. So anyway, so this came, and the sad thing is, so here is the envelope. It came from Etsy, and I didn't remember ordering anything. I'm trying to cover my address here, but yeah, look. It says ship to Gary. Yeah, I didn't catch that. And I was like, oh, what did I order? I mean, he doesn't order stuff off of Etsy, so I never even imagined. And I looked, and so I grabbed it, and I totally ruined the surprise. And I was like, hey, God. I kind of knew he was going to get it because he had asked me about it, but I blew his surprise, which I felt really bad about, but I'm still happy I got it. The other thing I forgot to mention that I got, look, I finally found it. The Prairie Schooler Village Green. I die. This is an out of print chart, and it's been going for like ridiculous amounts for years, like $50. I think I paid $20 for it. That's not bad. I mean, I would have paid, I think originally they were like 16. No, 12. No, maybe they were 9. Okay, so I probably paid a lot for it, but I don't care. I got it, and I have been wanting this for a long time, and I love all 3 of them, so I probably would have paid $30 for it because I would have paid $10 for each pattern. So anyways, I'm glad because now I have all 3. I actually think that Home for Christmas, I think that one has been discontinued too. It's out of print. And you never know what they're up to. So yeah, and then Harvest Time, I've already done that one. I did just the turkey, just the witch, and then I did that whole thing. And this one, no, okay, get them out of there. This one, I'm going to do this as an ornament. I'd like to stitch that whole thing. And then this is part of my year of whips. Isn't it cute? I love it. Oh, and I started it and I was debating on fabric. And I think I'm just gonna go with it. I hate even weaves. I'll never do this again, but we'll see. I might change my mind. You never know. But right now, I'm saying I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so that is that. So my plans are, so on March 6th, I'm going to go get fabric and I'm going to get the pattern for the Quaker sampler. I'm going to buy both of them, but I'm going to do one first. And I'm going to start one right away. And I'm also going to finish, I have, oh, here's my year of whip stuff. Oh my gosh, it's like a hoarder lives here. What is going on? Until I haven't been up here in a while. Gosh. So this is the one that I was talking about. It is Brenda. Okay, and I bought floss for it and I switched out a bunch of colors, and I'll talk more about that if I ever get it stitched. But this is what I was going to do for spring because I thought I would get a spring bug. I have time yet. I really like that. It's so cute. And I bought the fabric and I did the recommended, which is 36 count mellow by Picture This Plus. And I don't know if I actually did I did 40 count because I love 40 count because Abby. And so that's that. Then, I'm not doing this. I am determined to get this farm done. I'm really close. I actually only think it would probably take, so here it is. It's Scenic Farm. It's an Old Dimensions kit. I love it, love it. You're probably sick of seeing this. It is so filthy. Can I just tell you how disgustingly filthy it is? But there it is. I don't know if that's really better, but it's more true to color, I guess. So yeah, so the sky is just, it's a half stitch, so it will go relatively quickly. I do have all the back stitching to do, but back stitching doesn't take that long. I don't know why everybody hates it, but the detail in these is phenomenal. I can't tell if you can see it or not. I'm hoping you can. But I'm more than halfway finished. Sorry, definitely more than halfway finished. And yeah, it'll go pretty quick. I just need to get it done. And I'm gonna have this one professionally. It even smells like dirt. Actually smells a little bit like the barn. I don't know, can you see how dirty that is? Like you can see, that is not a crease, that is an actual ring mark. I brought this to the fair, so it has seen some barn time. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't bleed like crazy when I wash it. And yeah, so that one I really need to get done. And that is a year of whips. And I'm going to finish this one because I'm just so stinking close to finishing it that I don't know why I stopped. I mean, I've got everything done. This is another Brenda. It is called Ho Ho Ho. It's this one. It's not Christmas, so I'm not really into stitching it, but it's so close. I don't think it would take much. Oh, sorry. Let me get something to put behind it. It just wouldn't take much. Oh, I guess there's a lot of the lettering. That's probably why I stopped the lettering. And oddly enough, the stitch along with Natasha that I'm joining is a sampler. But I'm going to do, well, the first one is. The second one, I cannot for the life of me now remember what the second one was, what it looks like. But it is, oh my gosh, I just remember the first one, the sampler. It looks like an old, like, reproduction sampler, but if you look in the letters, it says Coffee Saves Lives. I love it. And I'll provide the 1, 2, 3 stitch links. So if you want it, you can find it. The first one's already available. The second one is not yet. And then if you don't pre-order, and it is on, I don't remember, but if you decide to join the sale, when you get to the Facebook group, if you read through the post, there is, and I think there's even something in the files where to get it and where you can pre-order from. My next one that I'm going to be working on, and I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping to have babies tonight. I don't know if that's a reality or not. But once that happens, to be honest, those 2 does are probably going to give us 5 babies. And depending on if they're boys or girls, I might have 5 babies to take care of until the next ones. And then I have 5 does due starting March 20th. I have 3 due on the 20th. They're all yearlings, which just scares me. But, and then the 20th, and then I have 1 due the 22nd and 1 due the 24th. So, like, there's going to be babies everywhere. They pop out so fast, and then life just gets super hectic from there on out. So, you probably are not going to see me again until April. Maybe I'll try and get a quick one in, but I don't know how realistic. Because right now would be the time I'd be feeding babies. We feed them 4 times a day for the first 2 weeks. It's a lot. And my world kind of revolves around them. They wake me up at night because they wake up in the middle of the night and they're hungry. And sometimes to get them to zip it, I feed them a bottle. Okay, so Heaven and Nature Sing. This is Kathy Barrick of you know, the village of Hawk Run Hollow. Oh my gosh, my brain's not gonna work. It's the same person it's either her or her sister who does, oh, Carriage House Samplings. Thank you. Jiminy Christmas. I know you're all yelling it at me. I can't hear you. Okay. So I got quite a ways. These dogs. I got quite a ways. I got stuck because I hate those colors. I need to rip out. That light green is not working because it gets lost on this fabric. I don't know if you can hear Sophie crying downstairs because I left her down there. But she's whining. Okay, so I love this. It's so pretty. But I haven't felt the need to work on it because it's not Christmas. But it is one of my Year of Whips. And I think I can get it done relatively quickly. And I'm going to leave them headless till the end. That's for you, McKenna. McKenna wants me to put a bloody chicken in everything. I'm not putting a bloody chicken in this. Okay. And then my last one is, and I have decided, I don't know how, I'm going to kind of pull it up a little bit here under the arms, and I'm going to make it a Nubian. And then I'm going to change one to all white and make it a Sanin. And this is Little House Needlework, Mrs. O'Leary's Dairy Farm. And I'm going to change this. It's going to say Mrs. Rudy's Farm, duh. And this is going to say fresh goat milk instead of fresh milk daily. I don't think I can fit fresh goat milk daily, but we'll see. Okay, let me get her because I can't stand to listen to her whine. It's okay. Okay, it's like they haven't seen each other in a year. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Click, 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 click on the hardwood floors. Okay, okay, that's enough. Go. Just lay down. I know, we left you all alone. It's okay. Okay. Next. Go. Stop. Gosh, you don't want to listen to me yell at my dogs? And drop stuff? Okay, that's all I've got for stitching stuff. So the rest of it is going to be knitting projects. And I am going to include them. I see a lot of other floss tubers doing that. And I love it. I want to see the other stuff. No, no, no. Duke. Duke. Stop it. I want to see the stuff that you're working on. Come here, Sophie. Come here. Oh, are you lonely? Yeah. So this is my Sophie girl. She's a little bit weird and she's a little bit neurotic and a bit scared. And I'm not gonna lie, she's taking a bite out of me. She's much better. It's like every few years she regresses back to kind of somewhat aggressive, neurotic behavior, and then we have to desensitize her again. She's crazy. So I don't manhandle her, right? Yes, I do. Anyways, okay, so first things first, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it and are sick of it. But so this is my hat. I actually spun that. So this is from a friend of mine, and this is a combination of locally harvested from a local sheep herd. It's Cormo wool. And I think it may have had, did it have Angora in it? Probably not. It's probably just Cornwall. And it was hand dyed by my friend Holly. And I bought a bat from her, which is just raw fiber. And I'll show you. So similar to this, this is actually from another friend of mine, and this is alpaca. She gave me just like a bunch of bags of hers to try. And I just wanted some fun stuff for spinning. It's really nice fiber. I just hate alpaca. I'm sorry, I cannot get around it. I just don't like it. I did get some 8-ounce, oh, this is a mess. I did get some 8-ounce balls of, this is llama, and this is all local Minnesota grown, and this is not vegetable matter. This is just crap from my bowl that it's been sitting in. It's actually really clean. And these are, this is a Rolag. And so you just spin from here. And I thought my drop spindle was in here, but I actually, oh, you know what? It's in here. I do not have a wheel. I'm contemplating getting a wheel. Do you love this? I got this for $5 at my grocery store. It's like a bag tote. And I use it for my yarn bags. And, ew. Let me find it. Can you lay down, Duke? Okay, so I only spin with the drop spindle. It's I kind of like the rustic stuff, but I want to, so here's what I'm working on. This has been on here for like a year, and I just picked it up. And I actually just worked on it for like an hour, and I filled up this entire thing. So these are already spun, and this is actually the llama. So this is out of this, I can't remember if this is 8 ounces or this is 8 ounces. This is pretty big. So this turns in, that's how much yarn you get. That's it. But I probably have enough to make a pair of socks out of this, like a worsted weight sock. So this is the first time I've ever plied. Plying is when you spin it and then you spin two together. You like kind of counter spin it. And then you end up with this yarn. So this one, is, I believe this is Cormo and this is Llama. And all naturally sourced. I love that about Holly. She does do some silk, and she breeds Angora rabbits too. That's actually how we met. Is she bought a breeding buck from me, and we've just become friends through that. Super nice lady. I like to buy fibers from her. But so this is, you can actually get pretty fine. This is I would call this a lace weight off my drop spindle. And it looks a little bit more rustic, and it is. It's got a bit of a halo, and when it washes up, it will even more so, but it's really kind of rough, but it'll soften up when it's washed again. I just wash everything in my own handmade soap. I think I mentioned that last time. It washes beautifully. The thing with Holly is she actually doesn't knit. She just bought a loom, so she'll just do some weaving. And I think she does do some like sock, what are those called? Sock blanks. She does that kind. She has a knitting machine, but she doesn't know how to actually knit. So she dyes them and then sells them. She actually doesn't use them herself. So this bled a lot. I mean, it all came out and it didn't bleed into the other colors, and it rinsed out beautifully, but there's a lot of dye left in here. Go, lay down. So this actually, and I was really impatient. That's not my first 2-ply. This was my first 2-ply. And you can see, so this was in rainbow colors, and I just kind of pulled it which way I felt like it, in strips along the bat. Just no rhyme or reason. It just happened to work out that it made these beautiful stripes. But you can see in some of the colors where there's flecks of other colors, and that's because it was plied together with a different color yarn. The colors she chose are beautiful. I wouldn't think to put a lot of these colors together, but and these generally aren't my colors, but she did a beautiful job. And it's really slouchy, which I kind of like. And actually sat on my on a set of round needles for eternity, because I got it too right here, and you see how that's really gathers. I didn't know how I wanted to decrease it because I did not want to waste any of this wool, because I took the time to spin it and it was expensive, and so I didn't want to waste any of it. So what I did is I'm like, why is this so hard? I just knitted 2 together and tied it off and finished. I knitted 2 together twice, and I was left with probably 8 or 9 stitches. I don't know how many I cast on even, because I had done the decrease through here, and I'm on a pom-pom kick, so I just decided I make a pom-pom. So I took the rest of the yarn, so I did not waste any. In fact, I didn't even have enough to tie this pom-pom on here. I had to tie it on with some different yarn. So I really like how this one, and then this was horrible and coarse, and I thought I was going to hate it. That's the other thing. I wasn't really in love with it, because I didn't. Normally, once you spin the yarn and you ply it together, and before you would actually knit with it, you would wash it so that it sets the twist, and then you would knit with it. I had no patience, and it was my first plied yarn, so I got very excited, and I just knit with it. And it felt terrible. So it washed up beautifully, and it's now, and the more you wash it, actually, the softer it gets. I've only washed it once, and it's really nice. I actually put it in the dryer a little bit, and I really agitated it to felt it a little bit, and that worked great. And sorry, I'm trying to rush. My son's probably waiting for me to pick him up. Okay, so the other was I said I was working on the Find Your Fade shawl by Andrea Mowry, and this thing is so stinking beautiful. Here it is. You choose 7 colors, whatever you want, and they blend. They're supposed to blend from one to the next. I've got 3 colors done. I'm almost to the halfway point. This is a really big shawl. Here, this is the front. Oh, and I found my stitch markers. So here's, and these are from the Knitted Gnome, and they're so cute. She still has these on her site. I was just looking because she's got some St. Patty's Day ones that are really cute if you want them. I don't think you can see that. It says knit. And this one, my progress says it's got M1, make one. And then there's another one that says SSK for slip sit knit. And then there's another one that says purl. and they're adorable. So these both, so this has a stitch marker class. That's the nice thing about hers, is that you can order whatever you want. So this is just a plain stitch marker, and then this has that, what is that called? A lobster claw. So you can clip it on. And so this would be like a progress keeper, and this would be, so these you put on just to kind of see how you knit. I actually put this on to mark the front so that I know. This has been like, I still love working on it, but I'll tell you. So here it is. I'm just ready to add the color number 4, and you can see, really see, you can kind of see the lacing. What happened to my notebook? What'd you do with my notebook, Sophie? Yes. Okay, let me just use this. So you can kind of, see the lacing in here. Now you have to block this in order for it to really see it. But it's really pretty. And then this is just garter stitching here. I'll tell you that I don't know why this has been so hard, but every single row has a correction in it. It's just ridiculous. But so this is going to be super cute. Like, I can just totally see this. I love it. I love the colors. Green is not a super, this is my favorite color, like an aqua blue. But this is beautiful. See how it kind of melds? I mean, obviously, there's a distinct color difference between the two. And it would be nice if they melded a little bit more, but I'm totally good with this. These blend beautifully. And my next color is my favorite color. I'm so obsessed with this. These are, by the way, I think these are all hedgehog fibers. They're sock yarn, and they have beautiful fibers. This is a hedgehog too. And this is what I'm blending in next. I mean, isn't that gonna look phenomenal? And it's got like bits of pink and an aqua blue and a little bit of minty green, lots of cream, and then speckles of like this cocoa brown. Oh, it's so pretty. I need to go back and get some more because this I'm in love with. And then after that, it will meld into this because there is a lot of blue in there. So, and then I just did, so that's my knitting. I think I told you once, I do know how to crochet. I don't particularly care much for crochet, but I just found a couple fun things. Knitting these, I'm thinking of doing like a little gift basket for my mother-in-law, and she loves these like knitted washcloths and stuff, so I did this. This is just those cotton, and this is crocheted, just little chickens. And how cute is this? I made this for my granddaughter, Lexi. This is so hilarious. It's a Cabbage Patch here. I sent pictures of me wearing this to my daughter, and she died laughing. How funny. I also took pictures of my #1 son in there. How cute is that? I did one with not so much bangs, but I'm liking them. I like the bangs. I'm a product of the 80s. It was all Cabbage Patch all the time. Do you love it? It's cute, right? Yeah, so I actually did a couple of them. She's blonde, so, and she has no hair. She's got short hair, so this will give her a little pony. And I think that's it. That is it. What's the matter? Come here. Come here, Sophie. Come here. What? Oh. She is 8 years old. What do you want? What do you want? You just want to be loved. See how she's a little bit nervous? What? Give me a kiss. Oh, let's not pull down my shirt. Yeah. We have so many freaking dogs around here. Oh, I did want to mention, okay, now that I can probably talk about it without crying. So many of you know I posted it on Stitch Mania, and on Instagram. It's not a secret. I just haven't been able to talk about it because I don't want to cry on camera. So on January 9th, I believe it was, Ben, probably chasing another dog. probably chasing another dog or a coyote across the road sometime in the middle of the night. He was hit by a car and my husband found him on the side of the road. There wasn't a mark on him. He obviously died very quickly, but we were all distraught, to say the least, and completely heartbroken over the loss of our beloved Ben. So it's been really, really difficult. We have that crazy ass neighbor next door to us. In fact, somebody just posted in Lonsdale his dog wandering again. It's some kind of shepherd mix. And okay, and the reality is not only do we have a coyote problem, but we have a problem with people letting their dogs run loose. It's not a huge problem, but when you have the jackass next door who does it with his shepherds, and they get hit by cars and he just replaces them, and there's nothing that we can do. We've reported him, and honestly, there are just people like that. It's people like that make all farmers look bad, but his animals are in horrid condition. I've reported him several times. It's frustrating living next to him. He's a hoarder. I mean, his place is disgusting. He actually used to own this place and he was foreclosed on. So it's not like we're friends or anything, because of course he thinks it's our fault. But anyways, he just treats his animals not so well. And so we didn't know we had another dog. We found out on Facebook because the local Lonsdale Happenings page, somebody had posted that his dog was out again. And somebody had mentioned that it's a new dog to him. And yeah, that was the second time this week. And it's a bigger than any of our dogs. And we can't, if something got into our barn, and it's happened to friends of mine where neighborhood dogs have gotten in and killed them, killed like their kids, and we are about to have a bunch of completely defenseless babies. And a dog like that big could get into our barn, could easily climb the fence, get in there and just be on a killing spree. We actually had one of our dogs do that to our chickens. So, and I wanted to shoot him. I begged my husband to shoot him. I was so upset. He's the best dog I've ever had, and he is my favorite of all the dogs I've ever had. But there's nothing more horrendous than coming home to a massacre, and it's like heartbreaking and it's tragic. And I never thought in a million years he would do that. And he got into the fence. It was all fenced off. He had gotten loose, and we had somewhere to be, and I knew he was, where he was, and I ran an errand, came back a few minutes later, and in that few minutes, he managed to kill 27 of our chickens. Yeah, I mean, it was horrible. So we do have to replace Ben, and we did, and we have a beautiful new Maremma sheepdog. Sorry, my husband keeps calling, and if I answer it, obviously my recording will stop. So he's a Maremma sheepdog. I will insert a picture of adorable Ivan here. And not that 4 dogs and 2 of them puppies wouldn't be enough for the average person, but we're actually going to add a 3rd puppy, bringing our total to 5 large dogs, 50 pounds and over, next month. So she actually, less than a month. Her name is Evelyn. She's also a Maremma. She's actually going to have a little bit of a splash of Commodore in her, which Ben was part Commodore. So we kind of felt like when we found her, she was meant to be. Ivan we found later, and he's got a brother named Manny. By the way, if you have, I think it's Chatham, Chatam Farm, if you're on Instagram and want to follow my friend Larry. He's got his brother. Larry also raises Sonnens and Nubians, the same breeds that I do, and he always is posting pictures of his farm, and he's really fun to follow if you're interested in that. The other one is McCann Farm on Instagram. Also friends that I show with. They raise Alpine dairy goats. Brian is a full-time farmer. Chatham Farm Larry is an FFA teacher for a local school, and then he farms as well with his family. So he's a super nice guy. He's a really good friend. And then Brian and Karin, I love them. And so yeah, so follow them on Instagram. They are always posting baby goat pictures, and they'll post, you know, pictures of shows and whatever they're up to. They're a lot of fun. Brian's a little cat crazy, so if you're cat crazy too, you get lots of cat pictures on his page. So anyways, so I better go pick up number one son. He'll be disappointed he did not get to make his cameo, his daily cameo, or his Flosstube cameo. But he'll get over it, and I'm sure you'll see him in the next one. So thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram at Ruedy Ranch, Ruedy Ranch. And I have a Facebook page, Ruedy Ranch. Once I have kids, I don't post on that a lot. To be honest, Facebook has screwed up their stuff, and your stuff doesn't get seen, so it's kind of a waste. Where else? And then you'll see me around Facebook. I'm on a lot of the groups. So thanks for watching again. Thanks for subscribing if you have, and thanks for following me on Instagram. And I just appreciate all of your comments. Okay, goodbye.